Well, hey there, folks. I'm Meteorologist Matt Barrentine. Getting things ready here for you on a Sunday morning. Looking good out there, of course. We're looking at the skyline of Mobile from our camera high atop the USS Alabama, looking back off towards the west. Blue skies, puffy white clouds, looking really nice here as we start the day. So once again, everybody that's joining here this morning, I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and give you what you came for. Look at your forecast, see what you can expect here for your Sunday. I can get everything working here. Mobile right now 79, Gulf Shores 82, so very typical sort of sticky weather out there. Dew points in the mid 70s. That means it's really humid here to start the day, but it's August, going towards mid-August, August 9th here, and we expect things to be very humid and sticky as we start the day. Radars are pretty quiet this morning. Now we've had a few little showers, but I have to really zoom down now to find them. Here's one on Highway 90 on the Baldwin Beach Express. So that little intersection there just off to the east of Robertsdale. Not a thunderstorm, just some very, very light sprinkle action here. And that's about all we got. Looks like another little one over here on the edge of Eglin over here off 87. So once again, just tiny little showers this morning. They do not amount to much. We won't see a whole lot through the rest of the morning. Things are pretty quiet through about lunchtime. And then as we get into the afternoon, we'll be looking at some of these pop-up showers and storms. There we are around 2 o'clock here this afternoon. We'll be looking at pop-up showers and storms bubbling up. They won't be widespread. Yesterday, we had about a 20-30% chance of rain, and we didn't have a whole lot of showers around, but the ones we had happened to pop up right on top of West Mobile, happened to pop up right on top of Pensacola, so in parts of Baldwin County. So the coverage wasn't widespread, but we got rain on the most populated parts of our viewing area. So even though it was about 30% coverage across the area, probably got about 50% of our residents. So sometimes it works out like that. A little frustrating for the weather guy. It's like you call for these rain chances, and then of course you get a few showers and then rain right on the most populated part of our viewing area. That's that's what happens sometimes. Today could be very similar. We're looking at, once again, pop-up showers and storms throughout the afternoon. 4 o'clock, still seeing a few of these here and there. You do notice a lot of areas not getting rain, so it won't be widespread once again today, but there will be some out there. Will be. So you can certainly run into these here as we go through the afternoon. I'm trying to figure out, whatever reason, none of my comments are coming up. So I'm sorry, I'm kind of working through a couple of different things here, trying to figure stuff out. Nothing ever works like it's supposed to when it comes to this stuff. All right, so the afternoon forecast today, looking at temperatures in the mid-90s. Of course, a lot of that will heavily depend on exactly when and if you get some rain. If you do get some rain, hopefully you won't get quite that hot. So looking good out there for us today. Here's what the heat index values look like. And, it's August. 101, 102 is probably where the heat index values will hit this afternoon. That's nothing extreme for us. It's uncomfortable, sure, in the middle of the day, but it's not extreme and it's bearable, and that's just what we got to deal with here for today. So a good place to cool off would be head to the beach, kind of. I've been watching the buoy down there in Orange Beach. Hit 89 degrees yesterday afternoon. It's about 87 right now, but it hit 89 in the afternoon, so that's what I've put up for the water temperature. So it's really warm water out there, bathtub warm water, not that all that refreshing. So, but still, a bad day at the beach is still a good day most other places, right? No, it won't be a bad day. It'll still be a pretty good day out there for us. Low risk of rip currents, so things are nice and smooth. The water should be fairly clear. Just looking like a pretty good day out there. I've had some isolated showers this morning. Should be okay through much of the afternoon. All right, so let's check out the tropics. Now the Hurricane Center keeps doing this. There's multiple tropical waves, and each time one of them comes off of Africa, they've been putting up a chance of development. Then once it moves over here, dealing with some dry air and likely running into South America, they fizzle out. They don't put any percentages up for them anymore. Likely it happens with this one too. Models aren't doing anything with this. And I know it seems weird because we've had a lot of storms here to start the season, and the predictions are for a big season, nearly record-breaking kind of season. And you're like, well, how can that be if we're going through parts of August maybe even a big chunk of August without seeing anything out there. Well, what happens is in the tropics, even during a busy season, there are phases out there, oscillations. Kind of a funky word. I would almost think of it like a slinky. And so, slinky will compress, then it'll stretch out, compress and stretch out. Well, these oscillations go all the way around the globe. And when they're out of phase, which is what we have right now across the tropical Atlantic, that lowers the risk for tropical weather for a short time. Doesn't last very long, okay? A couple weeks tops. So we're in the front of one of those right now. And that doesn't mean a tropical system can't form right now, but the conditions especially in the upper parts of the atmosphere just aren't terribly conducive here for about the next 10 days or so. Now, of course, when your slinky compresses, it also stretches back out. We'll go back up the hill. We'll get back into a more active phase, and we should do that later on this month. And then once you hit that active phase and everything's cooking, everything's popping, then you could have multiple things happening at the same time. And that's most likely what's going to happen. No guarantees in tropics, but we've seen these things before, and this is typically how it works. And the thing is, we get back to the more active phase. Today is the 9th. It looks like about 10 days or so until we get back in the active phase. Like I said, this little lull won't last forever, won't last very long. And when we get back to it, that'll be August 19th, right? 85% of major storms occur after the 20th, on August 20th. So while it has been really busy so far this year, we've had more storms on the front end than ever. We're still not anywhere close to the real heart of tropical season, the time when we can have the big monster storms. That happens from late August into September and then through about the first half of October. It's that 2-month stretch from mid-August to mid-October. That is when you get your big nasty storms. That's when you get the bulk of your storms. And in a year like this year, we might see some multiple storms at the same time. I would not be surprised at all to see that. In fact, to get to these kind of numbers that they're forecasting, we would have to see that. We'd have to see times likely in September where we could have 2, 3, even 4 storms on the board at the same time in different stages of development. So we'll be watching that as we go into the season. Once again, predictions for more than 20 storms. Did I put this in here? No, I did not. I'm going to go and put this in here. So for the prediction, you saw 24, maybe even 25 storms. Well, we've made it through 9 of those so far, through Isaias. That doesn't leave a whole lot of names left, right? In fact, in any given year, the Hurricane Center puts out 21 storm names. 21. To tell you how busy this year is likely to be, well, 21 is not 24, 25, is it? So that would send us into the Greek letters again if we get up to that many storms. Alpha, beta, gamma. And I say again because it's happened once before, 2005. So, and we had storms going right on into late November, even December, I believe, in 2005. So, it's like, everything is set up out there for a busy season. We have really good conditions as far as very warm water temperatures. And the other big factor here is the upper level winds. Overall are going to be really good, light trade winds, just really good conditions. A lot of tropical waves. The monsoon action over Africa has been really vigorous this year. It just keeps spitting out those tropical waves. And eventually, once those tropical waves find good conditions, like I said, we get into that more active phase, they'll start firing up. So there's a lot going on out in the tropics. Everything, like I said, is pointed to a very busy year, and so far it has been, and it'll continue to be so. Of course, like I said, for now, in a bit of a dip, not seeing anything that's of a threat. That will change eventually, and we'll keep an eye on things for you, letting you know when we're down on the seesaw right now. We go back up that seesaw in a little bit. We will let you know as things start to fire back up. See when we get that Josephine or that Kyle or that Laura. We have the end storm this year is named Nana. So that's what we got going in the tropics. We'll keep an eye on it for you. Back home for this week, Sunday today, of course, spotty showers and storms. As we go into the upcoming week, a little bit more moisture in the atmosphere should help us get back up to scattered to likely category with the showers and storms, particularly in the afternoon. You can see those temperatures will be in the 90s here for us. So, pretty typical here for us as we go into the upcoming week. Typical sort of typical sort of August-like weather. So hopefully if you, just do your best to enjoy it. We know how August goes, hot and humid. All right, looks like I'm sorry for everybody that's joined here this morning. I do appreciate it, and hope everybody's doing well. We've got somebody joining from Warren's joining from Thomasville, Georgia, the city of roses. Used to work over that way from Tallahassee. Well, for everybody that joined, I do appreciate it. Have yourself a good day. Have yourself a good Sunday. Like I said, for now, the tropics are quiet. We'll keep an eye on things for you, letting you know as things change. Once again, here's another look from our camera high atop of the USS Alabama. Looking good out there this morning. Going to be a hot day. Do your best to stay cool. Have a good one. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We will catch up with you soon. Bye now.